Hey there, Pastor Jesse here with another great word for you as I'll be sharing the word for today. Last week most of us got our stimulus payments, and I'll tell you, when I got it, I started counting the cost of the things that I wanted to buy, and then I just remembered, I must be wise with what I spend and what I do with this. And I had this memory that came over me that, years ago when I was a young adult, and I had made this purchase to buy a game console that cost me $200 to $300, somewhere in that range, and I didn't have money in the bank, but what I did do is swipe it and put it on a credit card. And that was a foolish move because, well, I paid way more for that thing than I should have because it took me years to pay it off because of the interest rate. And it was in that memory that the Lord had reminded me that I needed to be wise with how I spent this money. And I feel like that's what led me to share with you guys this morning's devotional that is in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verses 6 through 10. And Paul is teaching young pastor Timothy on how money is to be used and how not to mishandle it or to take advantage of people who do have it. And here's what he goes on to say. He says in verse 6, "Now godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. And having food and clothing with these, we shall be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation and a trap, and into many foolish and harmful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil, for which some have strayed from the faith in their greediness, and pierced themselves through with many sorrows." Oh man, for the love of money. Money isn't bad. It's the heart of loving money that can be bad because it leads us to wander and fall away from seeking the Lord. Because prized possessions and things and materials, they can overwhelm us that we just want to be drawn into. And again, it draws us away from the Lord. As we have been in this crazy time where many are losing their jobs and the government is, trying to keep a stimulation going of the economy through giving us, these funds, as well as people receiving unemployment checks. I would want to give you guys a word of caution to be wise in how you spend it and wise with what you do with it. If you make a choice to decide to buy something that you don't need, and with us not knowing how long this is going to last, where we're in this, time frame of waiting and joblessness, we may find ourselves months down the road where we have a nice item such as a game console and run out of money, and then look at that console and say, you know what, I wish I could take this back and have the money to be able to buy the things that I need. So I want to encourage you to take all the money that you have before you spend it and pray and ask God, do I need to purchase this or purchase that, or is this a want? And let him speak to you. And if it's a need, then purchase it. If it's a want, then hold off and wait. That also doesn't mean that we should just take that money and sit on it and do nothing with it. The idea was for us to keep the economy stimulated. So we should do that by paying for the bills that we have and going out and, buying food and, getting all the things that we need in order. We have mortgages, we have auto loans, we have gas and insurance and electricity and water. All those things are things that need to be paid. So don't hold off. Use it wisely and be smart about what you do with it. So I just want to give you, again, a word of caution to pray before you pay. So I hope that this word ministers to you just as much as it did to me and my family. So God bless you.